Hey guys, welcome back to Art's Mobile Auto Repair. This video shows how to replace the front rotors and brake pads on a Porsche Panamera anywhere from 2010 to 2015. So the socket that I'm going to use is a 14mm socket, which has more teeth, but this grabs still perfectly. Like, this is not going anywhere. First two bolts you got to take off this one and the one on the bottom, to move the caliper off. Then we're going to take the rotor off and replace the rotor. We can use the Phillips screwdriver to get the rotor off. So after you disconnect the sensor, all you got to do is, the sensor goes on like this and then turns so it's in place. You rotate it, remove it. See how the brake line is so tight? All you gotta do is, I'm gonna use my ratchet, 10mm. Take a 10mm, you go inside here, and you remove it. That's the bracket that holds the brake line. Once you remove that 10mm nut or bolt, at least you have some room to play around now to at least move the caliper. To get the caliper out, if it's stuck, all you gotta do is take a flathead screwdriver, stick it in here, and pry it this way. Then go from here, pry it this way. Same thing for the top, same thing for the bottom. Then it's gonna be loose. Now before you pull it out, make sure you put something right here, because the brake line is extremely tight. So you wanna put it something against you so it doesn't break anything. Second thing, open your brake fluid cap just in case. You don't want any bleeding problems before. So we'll go from there. So after you get the caliper off, you want to compress the rotors, the brake pads to the calipers. So I did not have a tool for doing that. I just used regular oil filter pliers, and I just did it the same way, like on all 3 points. So that should be good enough. After that, you want to remove these two Phillips screws that hold the rotor in place. So the first one you take off, it's no problem, but the second one, your rotor is still rotating. So I put a screwdriver inside through the hole so I can use this. And the easiest way to get it off is using this kind of setup, where you at least have some kind of leverage instead of using a screwdriver to unscrew it. I'm sorry, I used the Phillips, but anyways, just that, and your rotor's off basically. So once the rotor's off, much easier to play around, plus with the caliper. So I'm gonna spray some brake clean all over this thing so I can get some the dust off. Replace it with the new pads, and we're gonna go on the other side, and probably the other side I'm not gonna show you because it's the same thing, just in reverse. In the next video, I'll do the brake pads and show you how the rear brake pads work.